Mr. Morale just ain't that great an album. This is coming from a guy who, Good Kid is a classic. So Pimp a Butterfly is a classic. We'll get there with regards to what J. Cole said. Damn is a great album. Mr. Morale, it's just what it is. It's not a classic. It's just not that great an album. It just isn't. So you see, you have to understand, guys, these are all jabs. It was a jab from Kendrick. It's a jab from J. Cole. Neither has laid a haymaker. Although, I feel J. Cole's punches may have hit a little harder. What did Kendrick say? Oh, it's just Big Me. Prince outlived MJ. So just saying that, no, I'm the real guy. It's not you three guys. It's just me, the one guy. For J. Cole, again, jab. But he has people talking. Because, I'm sorry, that last album, Mr. Morale, I'm sorry. It was tragic. It was tragic. And this is coming from a guy who I have Good Kid, Mad City to Pimp a Butterfly. I have those on my playlist and I listen to that album again and again because those are classics. Those two are classics. You see, for J. Cole, he said one thing that's true, one thing that is true. Yeah, I'm sorry. Mr. Morale, it is not a good album. It's not. It did not hit. It didn't hit. Because even if you liked it, that's fine if you liked it. But we have to look at what the consensus is. I'll give you a great example. I don't think My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, I don't think that's a classic. I've never liked the album. Some great tracks, I've never liked the album. But I can't deny the album's impact. And based on the consensus and the impact of the album from the musical world, it is a classic. Even if I don't like it, I've got to recognize its impact. So Mr. Morale, I'm sorry, it did not make that much of an impact. It did not. And you are lying to yourself if you believe Mr. Morale's impact is even anywhere close to Damn. Let's not even talk about Pimp a Butterfly or Good Kid. It's not even close to Damn. Not even close to the freaking impact of Damn. So I'll keep it real. Now, the other part, I don't agree with J. Cole, but again, it's your sport, is to Pimp a Butterfly. But you know what's so funny? Because you have to read between the lines. It says that To Pimp a Butterfly put him to sleep. What has been criticism of J. Cole? If you want to go to sleep, you listen to J. Cole's music. So for me, I feel he said that as a sort of irony to say, no. This is a new Cole. As in, I am aware of that criticism of my albums put people to sleep. And I know about that. This is a whole new Cole. Now, I don't know what people are saying because I'm looking at the timeline and people are now saying, oh, To Pimp a Butterfly was never that good. And now people are openly dissing the album. To Pimp a Butterfly is a classic. It's a classic. And again, you cannot deny the impact of that album. So maybe if you didn't like it, that's fine. Music is subjective. But you cannot deny the impact of that album and just how well crafted that album was. So even if you don't like it, in terms of the craftsmanship of the album, the idea of the album, the musicality of it, you can't deny it, even if you feel it was not your thing. So that's why I think J. Cole, you're not right. But guys, what makes this beautiful is like, aha, let these guys go to war. Just keep it on the pen, but let these guys not finally go to war. You see, guys, we're going to keep it a stack. Mr. Morale, off-season. Off-season is better. Off-season is better. Like, don't even come and tell me that Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is even close to off-season. Off-season was easily the better album. Easily. For J. Cole right now, we're waiting for the fall. And this whole thing might delete later. I'll listen to it like once, twice. Because at first I was like, so that's not bad. And you know the thing about this album? I'm looking at the producers. Because on Tidal, you can look at the credits. I'm looking at the credits. I'm like, oh, Conductor, Alchemist, Mike Will. Oh, these are producers. So has J. Cole finally figured out that I don't have to be the producer for all these things? Bro, we are waiting for the floor because J. Cole, please just call Pete Rock, Alchemist, Hit Boy, DJ Premier. Because if you get those guys, you have a damn classic, man. It gets real.